Hi guys. So I get asked quite regularly how I get such nice natural looking photos in my garden. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to let you know how I do it basically. So I've come to one of my favourite places. Unfortunately, today is a little on the damp side to say the least. Um, let's have a little look and see if I can show you. Let's have a look. So yeah, it's a pretty foggy, miserable kind of day. But luckily for me, some friends of mine own some woodlands, and what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go into the woodlands, and I'm going to attempt to find a few logs. So for the moment, I'm going to say goodbye, and I'm going to come back in a minute once I've located something. Okay, cheers. So as you can see, as I said, a little bit on the damp side today. There's a bit of a pond here, and then I'm going to go into the woodland over here. I'm looking for sort of deadwood, effectively, um, that I might be able to find something interesting to make a perch out of, or a feeder, I should say, really. So let's see how I can get on. As you can see, there's little clumps like this all over the place. And I'm just looking for something that catches my eye with a little bit of character that I can use easy as a feeder. Okay, cheers for now. There's certainly plenty of choice here, as you can see. I should be able to find something that just going to leap out at me. Something that just sort of grabs my attention, and I go, yeah, that's the one. I can work with that. So you can see a lot of moss in these woods. It gives you an idea of how damp it is around these parts. But yeah, uh, I'll find something. I'm going to keep looking. Not quite seen what I want yet. So while I've just been distracted. I don't think I can get close enough to see what this is. As you can see, it's kind of frog spawn, and this is effectively what's been left by a raptor of some sort. It's caught a frog, eaten it, and got rid of this bit. Once it's left out for a little while, it sort of gets all the moisture into it and swells up. Um, as I said, there is a pond literally just there. As you can see, it's raining on my camera as well. But yeah, yeah, quite interesting, those little things. I only knew what that is fairly recently, to be fair. I'd never really seen it before. But there's lots around here, so something's having great fun picking up frogs for its dinner. Oh well, on we go, looking for logs. Okay, so I'm getting a little bit wet now, so I have found a couple of pieces that I'm going to use. So I'm going to pick these couple of pieces up and get them to the car, and then we'll see what happens after that, okay? So, right, let's see how I can get on with these logs. I eventually got them back in the car. It's been a couple of days. It's actually, as you can see, hopefully, that it's not raining just for a little while. Still a few clouds about, but I have got tiny bits of sunshine every now and then, which is nice to have. Okay, so these are the logs that I got. I got one there, and I got these two smaller ones. So all I was looking for was something, with the lichen and the moss on it. It just adds to a bit of character. Hopefully I can do something with this one to get it to stand up. Yeah, like that. Maybe put a couple of holes in it. I'll have a look-see in a moment, but it's somewhere for the birds to land at the same time. If you if you're able to get them, I mean this one here, look. So look, a whole few holes there, or a hole there, and a few around the other side here, just there. So I've got something I can work with. I need to get the saw out, just straighten that up a little bit, and then I'll see if I can put them in place, and we'll have a look. So I'm going to do that, and I'll come back in a minute. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is this is last year's, or the last ones that I put up. Obviously, I try not to keep them up for too long. Worried about the chance of infection, disease, anything that might be hanging around there that shouldn't be. So I refresh them as often as I can. They then get used as firewood, which is once they've dried out a little bit, obviously. So now I'm going to take these away and try and do something with the new ones. Okay. Right then. Now we're going to put some food in, so let's have a look and see what we've got for them. I've got fat balls. If I can see that, yep, there's a fat ball. All right, so that will be broken up and pushed into the holes. Then we've got mealworms. I got mealworms. We're going to put some of those in. Some sunflower seeds. You can do sunflower hearts if you prefer less mess. And we've got mixed bird seeds, which we get from the local supermarket, basically here. So yeah, now what we're going to do is put all those ingredients into the holes and see what happens from there. Okay, so there's my perch over there. That's my feeders rather. And by changing them over all the time, you just get different photos. And if you want to take photos of the birds in the garden, then really on nut feeders and things like that, there's the classical feeders that you get from the supermarkets and places like that. They're just not going to do anything, are they? They're just going to have just a plastic thing standing there with a bird hanging off it. This is just a way of trying to get something a little bit more natural. Looks good. The birds seem to like it. Certainly, I get enough of them, so it certainly helps. And I am going to be sat here. So I do use my tarpaulin. This is one I've had for years now. And I basically use that and I sit under it. Okay, what the weather's like. I sit under there. You can see my pack camera sticking out the top. And wait as long as I can. We have still got some light, so I'm going to give it a go now, and we'll see what I can come up with, if anything. Okay, see you later. And just as I was about to go then, the woodpecker just went to go to the post, so that might be a good start. And I've got a dunnock now here. I don't know if you can see that, just on the top there, already interested. There's a few bits of scraps over there, so fingers crossed, it could be good. Bye for now. This is the setup I've gone for. We've got one across the bottom and two on the sides, obviously. We've put mealworm, seed, sunflowers, etc. All across the top of this. There's a few holes there that I've drilled in. On this one we've got fat ball on the side here and just on the side here, so I've drilled a couple of holes in there just to allow that to happen. On this side there's more fat ball squeezed into there and more fat ball on the other side there. Quite a big hole there. I'm actually a woodpecker quite like that one. So this is the kind of thing that I set up with the backdrop you've got behind, which should be basically some leaves and on the trees, etc. So it gives it a bit of a sort of, when the robin sits on there, the colours will pop. It's sort of late afternoon now on Sunday, and the sun is peeking out a little bit at the moment, but it keeps nipping in behind the clouds. It's quite a cloudy day, and it's not going to be long before it drops for the evening. So I'm not sure if I'll get many opportunities. I'm going to see it for a little while longer, see if I can catch something. If I can, brilliant. If not, I'm going to share some previous perches and feeders that I've made, where it has been successful and done pretty good, and I hope you like them. But yeah, if something comes along whilst I'm here for the next half an hour or so, I think is all I've probably got. Fingers crossed. We'll see how it goes. All right. Thanks for watching. Cheers.